Open a position with a tactic order. Tactic orders are a particular type of order managed by NanoTrader. They keep in observation a selection of sentimentors integrated into your study and trigger an order as soon as the conditions defined in tactics are filled. Combined with the trade guard, the tactic order will trigger the signal only once, unlike the automated strategy, which will repeatedly open a position at each signal as long as it is not deactivated. Unlike the automated strategy, the tactic order can take into account only filters to open a position. To create a tactic order, click on this icon with a little crown up at the top. Let's have a look at the general settings first. First of all, the volume. Simply indicate the number of lots you wish to buy or sell at each order. The list of sentimentors and the signal criteria define when a tactic order is to be executed. The lower part of the ticket allows you to choose your intended trading direction. If you activate buy, you want the trade to go long. If you click sell, you will activate a short signal, and buy or sell, you want to trade in either direction. By default, once a tactic order is triggered, the actual placement of the order at the exchange has to be confirmed. If you want the order to be sent automatically, click on Auto Order. Activate the Show Report checkbox to let NanoTrader display a detailed report explaining which sentimentors led to the trigger of the tactic order. And OCO entry can be activated just as for normal orders. Whenever an OCO order is triggered, all other orders for the same symbol having the OCO order flag will be automatically cancelled. The tactic orders support two modes for choosing the sentimentors that are evaluated by the tactic order. The default mode appears if you untick Detailed List. This is called the filters mode. It will serve well in most scenarios and is activated by default. Recall that filters color the master chart's background depending on their current sentiment. If all filters are bullish, then the master chart will have a green background. If it is bearish, then the background will be colored in red, and white indicates that there is no unanimity between filters and that the sentiment is neutral. In the filters mode, the tactic order will rely only on the filters of the study, and hence only the filters of the study are displayed in the list of sentimentors. And this list cannot be modified. I can't untick any of the filters. Should you wish to have more criteria, then you can check the box Detailed List. In this case, all the sentimentors and filters of the study will appear. And here you can tick each sentimentor or filter individually to select the ones you wish to keep. Checking the Detailed List box also made the long and short columns appear. These define the thresholds that need to be reached by the sentimentors in order to vote for a certain direction. For filters, these thresholds by default are 65 and 35. Those are the sentiments required by NanoTrader from filters to accept a certain direction and hence to color the chart's background. The non-filter sentimentors are set to 100 for a long signal and 0 for a short signal. All of these values can be adapted. Simply click on the box and use the arrows, the scroll down menu, to change the value of your long and short threshold. Let us now go down to the signal criteria part. This section allows you to define when the tactic order is to be converted into a market order based on a voting principle. Let us see at the different options that are presented to you. First of all, unanimity. In this case, all active sentimentals, so all the sentimentors that have been ticked, have to vote for the intended direction. Note that when the filters mode is activated like this, the background of the master chart shows the color of the intended direction. Also, if the filters mode is active, this option allows to add or remove filters from the study while the tactic order is working. In the filters mode, the unanimity setting will always check all available filters, no matter how many they are. Majority. This setting requires an absolute majority of the active sentimentors to vote for the intended direction. Now, let's say we have selected 3 different criteria. In this case, as you can see, the system has calculated that the majority has to be at least 2. Sometimes a more specific criteria is desired. In this case, you need to tick detailed signal plus neutral. The options, the choices that are now available are 2 plus 1. In this case, 2 active sentimentals must vote for the intended direction and 1 must be neutral. No active sentimental can go in the opposite direction. 2 plus 0. 2 active sentimentals have to vote for the intended direction. The third can be either neutral or go in the opposite direction. And 1 plus 2 means that 1 active sentimental has to vote for the intended direction and 2 must be neutral. They cannot vote for the opposite direction. Now for our example, we are going to select 2 plus 0, so 2 of our 3 criteria have to go in one single direction. We're going to select buy or sell, so whichever direction, 2 have to vote for the same one, and the third can be neutral or go in the opposite direction. I have ticked auto order for the system to send the order automatically to the market, and I wish a report to be shown when the order is triggered to know which criteria triggered the order. Once finished, I click on OK to place the order. Now, as you can see, the tactic order has a red label indicating that we are in auto order mode. I will activate Trade Guard plus auto order for the system, the Trade Guard, to protect my position once it is taken, once the tactic order has been triggered. The little label that is green and red in front indicates that I can either buy or sell. Both directions are authorized. The tactic order can be modified at any time by simply doing a double click on this little label. There you can modify your order, and once finished, click on OK again. To cancel the order, do a right click as any other order, just one right click on the order to make it disappear. The tactic order can be moved anywhere in the chart as it isn't linked to a price. And as you can see, doing one left click on the label of the order will make the tactics labels appear, the tactics buttons, with which you will be able to change the direction of your order, change the vote system, etc., or change or remove the auto order, for example. So now we're going to cancel the order, and place a new order. So I cancelled it with a right click. Now I'm going to place a new order. This time I'll put it in filters mode with unanimity. I will tick auto order for it to go off automatically. I want a report and I want to go in any direction. And now I'm going to click on OK to place it. There, the tactic order has been triggered. As you can see, the tactic order execution report has appeared indicating which criteria were used to trigger the order, and as Trade Guard plus Auto Order were activated and that my study had a click stop and a click target, my position is now protected by these two automatic orders.